Dum, dum.
You see they added a timer in the background for us, Joe?
No, I did not see that.
Dude, they got
And
a
we're
30-second
live, y'all.
timer.
In
I
5,
feel like saying Slimer now.
4,
Remember from Ghostbusters?
3, 2. Yes, I remember.
Guys,
1.
you're going to see some different faces on here. But we still represent for those who are not here.
Yeah. We represent
Okay.
for those that are not here. We need to, what's it called? We need to dip our, we need to,
I don't know what you're about to say.
it's like,
Be careful.
we got to pour it for our
Neither do
40.
I. There's
Oh,
Yeah, you know.
yeah.
For our fallen comrades,
Yeah.
we got to.
Oh yeah,
in remembrance.
Yeah.
Spill for the 40. Hello, everyone.
for the 40.
Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
We are just talking right now because we need to take up time so we can start sharing to our personal pages and stuff.
And while they do that, I'm going to just welcome everyone to the show tonight. And of course, if you can see, we've got some different squares going on right now. And that's because our very own Sandy Dandy she's on vacation this week. She decided, you know what? I'm going to get out of go around the country and see what's going on. So
Living it up.
I don't even know where she's at, honestly, right now, but I knew where she was at yesterday.
Yeah,
and I won't share that, but we'll let y'all know. So anyhow, in her stead, we have Gabs here tonight with us again.
Hello.
Y'all didn't know, she was actually on our Friday after show, kind of getting some time to acclimate to her, to let her feel how we do things and whatnot. So we'll see how she does tonight. We won't be terribly harsh on her.
Terribly harsh.
Please
Maybe just harsh.
Please
Yeah.
don't. I'm the newbie here right now.
Yeah. And then you'll also notice we have a familiar face back on tonight as well. Everyone say hi to Erin, Miss Erin Rollins.
Well,
how are you doing, Erin?
there, Miss Erin Rollins.
And so, while we get started tonight, I wanted to start off with Erin because for those of you guys who weren't here, who hadn't seen Erin's episode, she came on and she shared. It's so challenging to describe her story.
You can't do it in 2 sentences.
No. Let me just tell you this. It's one of those where you hear a pretty traumatic story and then you wonder if everything's going to be okay. And then you see Erin's life and you're kind of just like, wow, you're really just speechless for a moment. And that's her story is much greater. She had an episode with us. We'll make sure to kind of point that out at the end of the show, which episode she was on with us, so you can hear her story. It was one of the few episodes, only one I think, we ever let go past the hour mark, to be honest.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so none since yours, Erin, and none before yours went anywhere near that.
way. Okay.
Yeah, and it wasn't because it was like, oh my gosh, she wouldn't stop talking. It was like, we were like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It was an amazing...
It's just a great story.
So in that story, she shared something revolutionary that was going to be happening to her. And so we wanted to bring her on and spend some little bit of time with us to tell us what that update was. And so with that, I'll pass the mic to you, Erin.
And have your medical books handy.
Yeah, I've learned a lot in the almost 6 years since I've been injured. The medical terminology, so I'll try to keep that in mind. That
everyone loved the medical terminology.
So I'm Erin. Hello, thank you for having me again, guys. So yeah, for those who did or didn't watch, I was hit by a wrong way drunk driver in 2014, and I suffered a lot of abdominal injuries as well as a shattered spine. So I had 2 very devastating, according to my surgeons, burst fractures, which damaged pretty much the L2 all the way down to the S5, which is like the middle of your back all the way down to your butt.
Oh my gosh.
So I had a lot of injury, and the ponytail of nerves that extend beyond the spine, so it ends between L2 and L4, was pretty mangled. And so basically I was permanently and partially paralyzed. And so what a lot of people don't know is that paralysis is beyond just wheelchair or no wheelchair. There's a huge middle ground, and there's this developing population because of new technologies that have enabled people like me to walk, whether that be the will to walk, but also like locomotor training, which is specific training to help the body to find new connections. So if a nerve is, if there's a nerve that's blocked or doesn't work, the body is wise enough and the body has amazing ability to heal and to create new connections. And so amazingly, my body, despite having pretty much zero signal except for the 2 small muscle groups in my lower half, which they're so small, they're not like major muscle groups at all. I can't recall exactly what they are. I just know that when I read it on my chart, I was very surprised, but there was zero signal anywhere else. So basically the prognosis for someone like me would be, okay, she's permanently and pretty fully paralyzed, or to the extent that whatever recovery she will have will be minimal, right? So it's about 6 years almost. It'll be in November. Later, I am walking without assistance. I do wear 1 brace on my left leg, but I still have bladder, bowel dysfunction. I still have lack of sensation and probably about 40% of my lower body. So despite the fact that I'm walking and I'm so grateful, there are devastating consequences to the drunk driver's decision to drive under the influence, and also the devastating spinal injury that I have. And so I'm part of this small community called Walking Paraplegics. So I explained this in the last video, but paraplegia, the definition of it is partial or full paralysis of the legs, the pelvic organs, and sometimes the abdomen. And so I do have partial paralysis in those regions. So basically, I am a researcher, and I am someone who doesn't take no very lightly when I have a goal in mind. And so my first goal was coming out of rehab was I'm going to walk. I don't care how I walk. I don't care if I need a walker and a harness or a walker by itself. I'm going to walk. And so eventually that turned into the cane and 2 bulky ankle-foot orthotics. And then eventually I was able to ditch the cane. And then this was probably about 2 years after my injury. And then I still had the AFOs. And then a wonderful PT and a chiropractor said, well, your injury presents the exact opposite of a normal spinal cord injury patient. I've been told this by my surgeon recently as well. He's never had a patient like me. So the ankle-foot orthotics that they have designed for everybody else didn't really work for Aaron. So we had to find some creative solutions to keep my ankles stable so that I wouldn't fall, but that would help me get out of the AFOs that were also preventing other movement that I did not have, like plantar flexion, which is the ability to push down on a gas pedal or push down when you walk. I didn't have plantar flexion. Most spinal cord injury patients regain that back first, and they might drag their feet, but they can't lift their foot up, which is dorsiflexion. I had dorsiflexion, but with severe inversion, so my ankles would roll out. So after many years, years of rehab, many years of, tripping over my own feet, many years of praying and hoping that one day my bladder may work and I will not have to self-cath anymore, that one day I could have my colostomy reversed. So another thing that most spinal cord injury patients do not have is a colostomy, but because of the devastating and life-threatening injuries to my abdomen, I became septic 10 days after my initial laparotomy, exploratory surgery, and I almost died. And so they gave me a temporary colostomy to save my life, because you have to give the bowel is like tissue paper when you try to sew it back 2 times in a row. Like, you're not going to get very far.
Right.
So they're like, this colostomy saved her life because the chances of her becoming septic again are really high, and 50% of people who become septic die because it's not caught in time. So I was part of the 50 that was caught in time because they were monitoring me from the moment that I was transferred to the second hospital. They already knew that I had undergone the first laparotomy. So I'm in a very different boat than a lot of people with spinal cord injuries. Usually if you have a higher injury and you're in a chair and you're not able to use your hands, maybe a colostomy might help you have a better quality of life if somebody can manage that for you. So basically what a colostomy is, because I know I did not know what that was, basically they disconnect the bowel from the colon and they bring it out through a little hole in your stomach. And so it forms what they call a stoma. And then you have a colostomy system, which is essentially a bag that catches your feces. So, so it gives your bowel a chance to rest, but also it can be very devastating for someone who's young and like myself, who wanted to get married and wasn't sure if that would be a deal breaker for a future spouse. Luckily it wasn't, and he loved me anyway. But it's been really hard for me because a lot of people who have colostomies are part of the Crohn community. And so they have a whole different experience than I do. And so there's a loneliness to kind of being the oddball out, you know, like I've had such a great recovery from the spinal injury, but then I still have these devastating losses. And so in my research, I came across a surgery called a nerve transfer. So they told me about a year after my injury that I could do something called a tendon transfer, but tendon transfers are for people who mostly have really severe drop foot, so they have no dorsiflexion at all. Now remember, I had a little bit of drop foot, but I could lift my foot up, right? So it wasn't as complete as when I was first injured, when my feet were like floppy and I felt like a penguin like this, you know?
Wow.
It physically hurt. Like the patient care technician, I would tell them that you have to hold my feet when you transfer me from the chair, the shower chair to the bed, because my feet are going to smack each other. Like it's not comfortable. And so anyways, so the tendon transfer, I kind of qualified out of this surgery because had I undergone it about a year and a half after my initial injury, I could have lost the function that I had regained. And so it was too risky to try to regain, you know, some stability for losing the function that I had. So I kept researching and I came across a surgery, like I said, called a nerve transfer. And so it's not a surgery that's well known in the spinal cord injury world, but it turns out that it's a little bit less invasive. You have a faster recovery time, and it's been more successful to helping someone like me regain function, whether it's partial or full function of the movement that was lost. So an equivalent surgery would be like a brachial plexus, and actually my plastic surgeon does that surgery. So I think it's an injury to the shoulder, and the person would lose function of like some movements in their arm. And this surgery could help that person recover partial to full movement of that arm. So like you're basically taking a paralyzed arm and you're giving it function again, which is huge, right? And so I found a surgeon in Texas that does that for the legs. So essentially you're taking a working nerve. Of course, you have to be tested to make sure you have one. You have to have a working nerve that's close enough to the non-working nerve. And they create a bridge from the working nerve to the non-working nerve. And essentially that working nerve is feeding the non-working nerve. And so over time, like 6 months to 2 years, it could be before you see progress, that nerve is now becoming one with the nerve that was completely paralyzed and not working.
That sounds like science fiction stuff.
Yeah. So that nerve essentially can't feed the muscles. And so those muscles are paralyzed. So then there's no movement. A lot of times there's no sensation. So for me, I have zero eversion, which is the ability to push your foot out. So again, why my ankles roll. And this surgery is usually for people who have, again, drop foot. And I still have a little bit of that, especially on my left side. But I'm still able to pull my foot up. So it's so weird. Like you could have function and lack of range of motion, or you could have function like in terms of range of motion, but no strength. Like there's so many different things when it comes to nerve injuries and paralysis. And so this surgery, I did my left leg 2 weeks ago. So they cut under the knee and then all the way around my calf. And essentially they created this bridge. I had the opposite nerves working. So remember how I told you I'm the exact opposite? So my surgeon has never done a surgery in this way before. He normally takes the tibial nerve and connects it to a peroneal nerve, but he usually has to go to the deep peroneal nerve. And he said for me, my deep peroneal nerve works, but my superficial one doesn't. So he connected that. But the really, really, really cool thing is that in my research, I also found that they had done pudendal, which is a nerve basically that comes out of your sacral spine of S2, 3, and 4, and basically feeds the sphincter of your bladder, your bowel, and even your sexual organs. And when that nerve is damaged, it causes dysfunction in all those areas. So they've done studies, a nerve transfer on canines, and within 6 months, and of course these canines had much earlier injuries than mine. Like their injuries weren't as, usually when you're this far out, there's less recovery. There's less hope for you, right? And literally the only reason the surgeon even did this surgery on me so late in the game was because I have so much function. Like normally they would turn someone like me away. Like, sorry, you're too far out. Like, I don't think I can help you. Mm-hmm. So this surgery on canines, within 6 months, they were able to empty their bladders on their own. And so I sent all the research to the surgeon and I said, so I know this is totally like crazy, but will you hear me out? Would you consider doing this surgery on me? It's never been done on humans before.
No. This is what you said. You're like, you're going to do this on me.
You didn't ask.
You're like, no. Just so you know, we need to go ahead and book this because this is what's going to happen.
Exactly.
I'm about to make you famous.
I was like, if he says no, because he did say no for the leg at first. And then I was like, let me just show you my feet. Let me just show you. And then he's like, okay, I think we could do this. So I'm like, all right, good. Because I was about to get pretty big. But for the pudendal, I kind of wanted to slide it in there. I wanted to be a little stealthy about it, because this is a surgery that could create risk for the surgeon too. Like you have to think about them, as well. And if they're willing to do something like that and take a chance. So after my left surgery, we are planning the right one in about a month. He came, he talked to me about the surgery and he said, I've read your research. I have to look into it more, but I'm willing to do it. I would have to commission like a general surgeon and a neurosurgeon because that butt area there's a lot of important things back there and I don't want to mess anything up. But essentially, you guys, this could help me regain some maybe bladder function, bowel function, get the colostomy reversed, like more sensation.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
And this surgery would be deeper than the leg surgery. That's pretty shallow from what they say. It's not as risky as any of the other surgeries I've been through, like abdomen, back. So I'm doing pretty good 2 weeks out because this is nothing for me compared to having your abdomen or your back sliced open. So I'm I'm doing great. I get pain, but it's not there's just no comparison.
Nice.
So
how long has it been since?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And 3 days.
And then a month before your next one?
Yeah. So he said I could do it between 6 and 8 weeks. So
nice.
I know Texas is having a lot of issues with the pandemic, but I'm like, they shut everything down.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're
talking about.
What's going on?
What is she talking about, Gabs?
So yeah, we're planning on that one. As soon as I get insurance approval, we'll schedule the surgery in about a month. And then I am going to be pushing for the pudendal nerve transfer for possibly a month after that.
You're like, just put it on the books.
Wow.
Just go ahead and put it on the books.
We just if you need to fly out one of my surgeons, we just fly that one out. And we just get it done.
Just make it happen, okay? I don't know, because I'm going to keep going until you do it anyways.
I'm just going to keep calling the phone every day.
Right, exactly. Did you get my email on the one that I sent to you?
They're going to block the number. And it's okay, time to write letters.
Right. Awesome.
So, Aaron, there's been some people who are commenting here. Tim's saying hi. Priscilla says hi.
Oh, hi.
Liza's watching. She's saying hi. This is Sandy saying hi to both of you.
Hi, Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, Sandy.
Alexis is saying one of y'all are her best friend. I'm not sure who.
Oh, hey, Lexi. That's
okay.
me.
Lexi, we're focusing on Aaron right now, okay? Gabs is a little bit. She's at work right now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I like this. Tim was saying about you. There she goes, making up medical words again.
I'm like, I should just go to medical school now. Might as well.
I keep telling people I'm kind of like a therapist, by proxy, but kind of.
Right.
I listen to people's problems.
Yeah.
Right.
News stories.
Awesome.
Hey, at this rate, Erin's going to be able to do the surgery herself.
Right.
Give me that dang knife. Like this.
Just like in Grey's Anatomy, and they're like, just cut me open. Just put me under.
You're like, I can't feel anything anyway. Make it.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Back there, I really don't. So maybe
awesome.
TMI, but it's the truth.
Right.
Hopefully that changes here soon.
Well, Aaron, you are a rock star, and thanks so much for the update. I think it's so awesome that you're like, hey, we're going to keep going. I can see, and like I said, I can see on the phone. This time, just keep going at it. Just keep going at it.
Yep,
That's all
I've been
awesome.
calling, even to get the first one set up, and luckily I had the EMG done right before the pandemic hit, and then I was calling to reschedule the surgery, and Yeah, I'm well versed in being that annoying patient who gets.
You know what, though? I was going to say that earlier was that, how do you say it? Like, good on you for advocating for yourself, because, when we think about medical stats and stuff like that, there's a huge hole when it comes to females in the hospital and things like that. And we as a people, we think when doctors or whatever just kind of say that's it, we think we don't need to continue anymore. And I think your story is another piece to just being able to advocate for what you want and what you see, and not taking no for an answer, or when someone kind of pushes back and it's like, I don't know about this, I think we just be safe to stay within the green. You're like, I think we should go a little bit, let's go out.
Yeah.
Let's
try.
I mean, it's only my life. It's only my quality of life.
I know, right? Like, hey, I'm the one who pees out of a straw and has a colostomy bag, but
right.
deal.
Exactly. Yeah. So
awesome.
But Aaron, just keep us up to date as we keep going. We'd love to have you back and just talking about
absolutely,
just your journey with you. Like, that's all. And for guys, we'll put her social media up. I don't know why I stared at that side of my screen, but the camera's right there. We're going to share her social media so that way you guys
what
can
a
go.
Rookie. What a rookie.
It's the journalistic, like in the big part of the camera. Don't worry, honey.
Right. Thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
This guy's messing with me, so I appreciate you not. All right, Aaron. Well, thank you so much for coming to hang out. We'll make sure to share all your social media, and then keep up with us. We'll post some pictures and stuff too. So thanks. Anyone, if you have any questions, please feel free to share them.
If you need some medical terminology to help win those Scrabble games, let Aaron know.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
For sure. Aaron, I'll be messaging you.
Right.
Letters right there.
Right.
Got to devote that one to memory. So,
right.
Hey,
awesome.
You take care. Tell your husband I said hi, and you have a good night. Okay.
Thanks, Aaron.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you.
I went a little trigger happy fast on that.
It's always I always feel so
That's
inferior talking to Erin, because she just throws all of that out there, and I'm just like, I have earwax.
Well, I'm always amazed, like, how
right
she
here.
can, like, she's so vulnerable, man. That's what I'm like, golly, like, she talks about the stuff that's going on for her, so I don't know if I can say like nonchalantly, but almost even passionately, like owns it, secure with it, and is like, whether it sucks or not, or however you want to work that, like, she just owns it, and she's a boss when it comes at it, man. She's like, yeah, this is me, this is what I'm struggling with, this is what I deal with, and I think that's just awesome. So
yeah, good for her. Good for her.
Sure.
Yeah,
I love that.
Absolutely. So how was what do we got going on, guys? What's happening next?
I don't know. I think we need people to know who Gabs is, so we should let her introduce herself, and then she can go into how her day was.
Oh, okay. So then go ahead, Gabs. Tell them who you
I
are.
like that. Hello. So I'm Gabs. Right, big on your screen right now. I'm Gabs. I am just your typical 23-year-old that likes TikTok. I like taking pictures on both sides of the camera. My boyfriend is in the UK, and so that's kind of a big thing that I deal with on the daily. That was probably one of my perks of today was I told him I wasn't going to talk about him in a bad way, but y'all, I knew I was going to have to tell you about my day. And so I was like, okay, I got to tell you about this morning. He has this, like, I love his passion for CrossFit. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But he has this passion for buying all the CrossFit equipment that he can get. Of course, right now it's just him living in a house. So, of course, he can put it anywhere he wanted. If he wants to put it in the bathroom, he could. And he decided to tell me this morning that he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go to a CrossFit gym. And I'm like, during this time? Right now, you're gonna go to a gym right now, but so that's kind of what I deal with on a daily. I'm like, this is not the perfect time to go to a gym.
Joe would say no time's the perfect time.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm
Joe
allergic to gyms.
Gym time is nap time.
He's like, gym time? Who has time for gyms when I got a 2:30 in the morning run for a Whataburger?
Right, exactly. Who did that?
Exactly. See?
Right.
I mean, I've I will agree with Joe on that one. That's for sure. I
Right.
already said I'm not really a gym person. Hey, moral support. Like I told you earlier, Hyman, I'm here for moral support.
Appreciate that.
Right,
That's all I got
exactly.
right now. But yeah. I mean, I'm
So
kind
just
of a
that
simple
conversation
gal.
was fine. Nothing else happened good today.
I had to adult,
Oh,
and no one likes to adult at
right,
work.
right.
Or no one likes that.
So Gabby, I know
that's
we
not
had this
exactly a good
conversation
day.
on Friday in the after show, but when you come on the show, you have to make something happen for you so you can talk about it
And I
on the show.
honestly tried. I tried, Joe. I tried making something happen today. It didn't work out today.
It
But
didn't
this
work out.
weekend, though, that's a different story. So I'm waiting to talk about my weekend.
Okay.
That's different.
All right.
Because I did my own homework this weekend.
Oh,
You did no homework?
she did some homework.
I did
Wow.
homework.
I
this
know what she's going
weekend.
to talk about then because we talked about the homework.
Well, then let's move
Yes.
on. What's next then?
Oh,
we
we're
doing
talking.
homework?
Is it your day or is it?
Oh, I could talk about my day.
Yeah,
I
talk
had
about
one,
your day.
How was your
and
day,
then
Jaime?
I had a day, and then I came home, and I took a nap from like 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
Hashtag nap together 6 foot apart.
Man, I needed one
That
so
sounds
bad
good.
too. I was at work. I was like, "What kind of existential crisis am I in right now?" I was like, "I think I just need a nap."
I'm telling you.
So I came
It
home
felt
and
good
did it.
too, didn't it? It felt
I totally
good.
neglected my family though. I'm sorry, Pinas. Like I didn't feed my family at all. My wife texted at some
Hey,
point and
it
she was like,
happens.
"Dinner?" I was like, "Yes, please." Oh, you were asking if
Oh,
I was
you-
gonna make
oh.
dinner.
You're asking me for dinner.
I was like, "Oh, okay, that's probably a good thing." So, yeah. Anyway, after that, it was fine. I'm feeling good. I can't wait to get back to sleep though. That'll be fun.
Yeah. You like that was fun.
he had a break from his nap and now to a larger nap.
Right.
Yeah.
So my goal today was to get to work early.
Thank you.
That was my goal. Ask me if it happened.
Did it work? Did it happen?
Did
No.
you get to work early?
No. I woke up early and I was like, okay, all right, I'm good. I'm waking up early. I'm just gonna just doze off here just for a second.
Priscilla.
Yeah, good job. Good
So
job.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a little nap here. I'll take a little nap and then I'll get back up. And because I have something to do, I have a meeting, a virtual meeting at 1 o'clock, and
Ooh, virtual meeting.
I didn't get to work on time. And then I'm like rushing because I'm like trying to get ready for my meeting, and then I find out that it was Mountain Standard Time, and
so you
I
were
was,
late.
no, I was early.
Oh, you were early. Yeah.
I was early,
Aw,
and I was like,
you were late
no, I
mentally,
was,
but you were early.
but I was rushing,
Yeah.
yeah, and I was rushing, and I'm like, what? And I was like, I don't need to eat, so, but yeah, so I was rushing for no reason, and then I get home, and I was actually able to, I cooked, y'all, I cooked. We didn't go out to eat. We didn't get some pickup food or anything like that.
Wait a minute.
What did
What
you
I made,
cook?
I made some fried chicken. Fried
Ooh.
chicken.
Jaime, where was
and
our
some-
invite though?
I know.
Right,
This
and
clown.
some roasted potatoes, and we had some flaky biscuits with that.
Oh, if
and
you've
some-
never seen Joe's roasted potatoes, they look legit. I'm always like,
Mm,
I'm not good at. I love cooking, but I can't do roasted potatoes. And his stuff, it always looks nice.
man, that was so good. I ate way too
Joe,
much.
I'm kind of sad that I didn't get an invite. Like, I mean,
Well, see, what had happened was
What happened was,
I just didn't do it.
go ahead. I'm okay. I'm waiting for the excuse. Come on.
Right, exactly.
Joe had an
Yeah,
opportunity there to make something happen.
We did.
For you to story this weekend, Gavin. He didn't do it, and so
yeah. Wow, wow, wow.
But I'm
yeah.
gonna blame Joe
Oh,
on this
fun
one.
fact. This is one of my pictures that I took while I was on vacation.
Really?
Yeah, it
With
was
his cell phone?
pretty cool. Not with my cell phone, Gabs. How rude.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I'll give her that one. I'll give you it, Gabs.
Unbelievable. Hey, so we need to. I think we should go to the field report
Sure.
with Miss Sandy. What do y'all think? because
I'm
she
thinking that's a
submitted
good idea.
the field report. Let me see.
Well, I'm so excited because tonight is like we got some fun stuff tonight, and it's like I shouldn't have taken a nap for 4 hours. Otherwise, we would have had all this transition be really cool instead of like, oh yeah, we got this and this and
Right.
this and this and this.
And this
So,
and this.
Look, Carrie, Linda saying Joe cooked. Oh my, no Whataburger. Yeah, right. So technically for Joe, the night is still young.
The night is very young.
Him.
Very
Exactly.
young. Very young. Let me get this here. All right.
Gabby Jaime won't get an invite until he sends cakes our way. That's how that works.
That's right. Yes.
Carrie, what you doing? That bus did not feel good right now. She didn't know anything about that. So
Yeah, he be making all
Well, now
these
I
nice
know.
cakes and stuff, and then he's not even like sharing with us. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. All right, here we go. This is the field report from field reporter Ms.
did you share the audio too?
I think so.
Okay.
Hold up. Let me turn it on. Here we go.
T-Suds family,
Can you hear?
I'm coming at you from, look around me. What do you see?
Look at that.
Mount Rushmore. Anyway, so we stayed the night in, where do we stay the night, assistant? We stayed the night in Nebraska. We drove in today. And oh my gosh, look at that. That is so amazing. We're so excited to be here. Marking it off my bucket list. And I miss you guys. But
She doesn't miss us.
Be back
Yes, she does.
tomorrow
She
with
said it.
another field report on our other adventures that we are doing this week. And
Carrie and I
Joe
gave her that
Jamie,
shirt for her birthday.
Back to you, Gabs. What up? Remember Tiger King?
Tiger King, Cabs, remember? Look,
Yes.
he's wearing a Thor.
He is, yeah. Oh, look at them.
It's Guns Up at Mount Rushmore.
What's his name would like that, right? He's gonna like that picture.
40 Savage. I
Um,
need her hat.
it looks so unreal right there.
It does.
Do you believe people actually made that?
What?
What is she sitting on?
I don't know.
Like an armored
Looks like a
something?
Was
look,
it like a lion?
Sasquatch.
Was it a bear? Was it?
Whoa!
Hey, look, here's me.
There's Harry.
I thought it was Harry.
That's what I just
T-Suds
said.
Family, I'm coming at
Oh,
you
oops,
from.
yeah.
Look,
sorry.
part 2.
No, but we do have a part 2.
I was like, oh, another one?
We do have a part 2. We're gonna play this.
I didn't get that one, did I?
Yeah, yes, you did because we talked about it.
Look at that. That's a wolf.
Wait, hold on. I gotta get the audio here.
Oh, it's
Is
a
it
buffalo.
going to do the thing?
Yeah,
I
Is it
think
going
that's
to do the
India
thing?
keeps.
There's an Arctic wolf right there.
Arctic
Okay,
Wolf.
so maybe we haven't been scammed. He's looking right at us. We rolled the window down. Oh my god.
Run, Cindy.
Look at this bear, you guys. Oh my gosh. It's
Look.
huge.
There's Yogi.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he does look like Piper.
Yogi or
He's heading to
Bear.
the
He's a
picnic.
jerk and he's rolling down the chain. I mean the window. What chain? What did I say chain for?
How did you say that?
Yo, look. Like, hey.
So I was super excited
Oh my
about
gosh.
being here. But then I see this mangy little bear and I'm sad for him. Oh my gosh.
What is he doing?
This is like
Go give him
the
a
Joe
haircut.
Exotic of bears. Look at him.
The Joe
Joe
Exotic
Exotic of
Bear,
bears.
what can you do here? What can you tell me?
Yo, dude. Forest fires. Oh, look at this one right here. Golly, look at this monster. Look. Look how big that monster
Oh
is.
my gosh. Okay, so
Whoops. Come on, assistant. That
Come
we
on,
are a
come
PG-13
on.
show. You gotta watch out for the field reports there.
There it is.
That's pretty cool, though.
That is
Man,
cool. I'm totally not jealous. Totally.
Not jealous at all.
You know, the fun thing is, though, she never said the weather. You know, like the last field reporter, like he was talking about the weather the whole time where she didn't mention it once.
So it must be pretty cool over there.
Must not be that cool.
Looks
Fancy.
pretty nice.
So I've got a video I want to share. I talked a couple weeks ago how I was wanting to showcase
How long ago?
a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Just make sure.
um,
I just wanted to hear you say that.
well, I asked Kate if he'd review a video game for us so we could put on here, and that way we could have like a little segment on the show where we get a video game because I like video games. I don't get to play them as much. Joe likes them. Same thing there. Our kids play them a lot though. We kind of envious on them on that, but
Little punks.
so yeah, I thought we could show this video from Cade, and I was pretty impressed by it. So here we go.
Let's.
Where'd it go?
This is a Blackstone.
That is a Blackstone. Where's? I hate when it does that. Like Here we go. Make sure y'all tell me if you can hear it, okay? What in the...
Where'd it go?
I hit spacebar and it took it off.
Animal Crossing New Horizons. My kid loves this game.
Can you hear it, though?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Is he talking? He's not talking, is he? That was a cicada. I didn't know
I
that.
know, right? It's a giant freaking cicada from, like, the Jurassic period. I thought he talked. I was pretty sure he talked. There we go.
That's a long intro. No, that's just the sound of people walking
Cade,
around.
We're growing. We're learning as we do this together, kind of
is
thing.
that Cade walking?
It would be Cade walking, yeah.
I really thought he was talking by now.
Oh, man, you getting chased by bees?
Yeah. Fun fact. I ain't got one.
Fun fact is, don't go in the water. Oh, yeah, stung by a wasp.
Those were killer wasps.
Yeah.
Or what are those things called?
So this is a silent review.
Oh, yeah, murder hornets.
Murder hornets. That's what it
Watch
was.
out for the murder hornets.
Yeah, so I gotta admit, there was a version of this video that had him talking. I don't know what's going on right now, but I think it's still cool that he said.
Just
said
so
something.
y'all know, this is a live show. Try fast forwarding a little bit, see if there's any of him talking. Oh, no, it's just of him playing.
No,
Yeah,
maybe it just speaks for itself. That's the gist here.
maybe that's the gist here.
Very
We'll
good,
go with
Gabs.
that,
Way,
Gabby.
way to help
You
us
know,
with that.
There we
I'll
go.
just cover from that.
ah,
That
thanks,
was
Kate. That was great.
interesting.
That was
Yeah,
great.
yeah, great. It was great. Yes,
Yes.
Makes me definitely want to play.
I loved it. I love the part where they, was running.
Yeah,
I like the part where we were
Awesome.
talking about the murder
Yeah.
hornets.
the murder hornets was good. The murder hornets was good.
There we go.
All right, what's next?
Good
What do we
part.
got next?
What's our next segment? Oh, so the
Oh.
video isn't silent, at least on YouTube. So
Well, not silent. Did he have? Did you hear him talking?
it said that he sent the wrong link. What?
Oh yeah.
So the boy here,
He just likes coming on the show.
I
Whenever.
think so. I think so.
Yeah.
This is Jet. Oh, you were under your mom's account?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, you can go.
My kid does. Thanks for coming. It's good
Thanks for
seeing you.
coming.
You're
Thanks for
dismissed.
coming. We'll see you later. All right, good job. High five.
All right, we will get that other video up some other
poor Jet.
time. But I feel anyway. Where's
Right.
the comments of the week, guys?
So
you gave
let's
us some
do the comments of the
last
week?
and let's go to it. So
Oh, it's my turn, huh? I got the comments of the week.
God,
Man,
no.
let me tell you, this show right here
Get it
is
together, Patricia.
solid gold. Where's the play button? Where's the play?
so
File.
oh, he just sent me a text. The one with my voice is on my YouTube.
Oh,
Oh.
That's
okay.
Oh.
It,
Next
it must
week
be
on-
his YouTube channel back in. That's why we couldn't show it on.
Hey,
time,
how do I
so-
play? I don't even remember how to play on this.
Oh
thing.
my
So
gosh!
I thought
Why
after
don't you
I'm
pick the
trying-
time and I grab. You send me the. I'll pull it up. How about
No,
that?
I haven't. Just where's the play button?
You know what? I'll just do it, Joe. It's fine.
Why don't you just? There's so much.
Oh my goodness, this is so Sandy. You can't leave again because I don't ever do this.
I don't get how we're like
Sandy,
this when
I can't do
when
this,
Sandy
Sandy.
doesn't, she
When the-
doesn't do any of the technical stuff.
Yeah,
but
the
right
least
now,
technical
we're
person,
doing
and
all
we're
the
like, okay, all right.
Y'all, she gonna pull out the chancla on y'all.
I-
That's all I'm saying.
I think she's just laughing it up. To be honest with you, I think she's just like going.
Right,
Oh,
exactly.
Okay, Joe, go up where it says.
There it is.
view.
Present. Is that it? Oh my goodness!
It went on the other screen,
It
didn't it?
went on the other screen.
So
Really?
do the
Oh my
present over there where it says present in the top right hand corner. Click on that and then click on the arrow. next
There
to
we
it.
go.
Yep, and then do the presenter up top. There you go.
With presenter view. It still went to the dang other screen. Dang it.
Oh, then do the other one.
Oh my goodness. This is annoying.
So guys, look, we had some pretty good weekends. I'll share something while Joe gets all that figured out.
Unbelievable. Jickety junk.
Why is it so? Okay, never mind.
Okay, there we go.
See, I told you I'm drinking wine and
Best comments of the
Sandy's
week, y'all.
like, this is good.
Okay.
All right, first comment here. This was Sandy's
So this
because
is
she did
Sandy.
these.
I'll tell Sandy's then, since she's not here and needs someone to speak for her. That's what we kind of decided beforehand, you see. So this was so dandy. This was Linda talking. How was your day today? Oh, I mean Sandy. That's funny.
Yes. You know why
Because
that was from?
That was Friday's episode when she was talking about when Joe was saying he was reading. Someone had sent a message on to Dr.
Pineapples. Yep.
Yeah, about wanting to go off and do their own show and leaving their show with their friends that they have for like 4 months or so like that. And so she was just kind of curious about, how to do it. The caller's name or the writer's name was Dandy. And so it just was kind of similar to Sandy.
No one else.
Very similar, yeah.
We don't know if it was a she. We just know it was Dandy. Anita Velariad, she says, do mermaids have July week special? Like Shark Week in July, but, Mermaids Week?
Mermaids. Man.
And that was from our AJ who came in last Wednesday. Mm-hmm. If you haven't seen that episode, guy,
you got to watch that. You have to watch that episode.
Her. Oh my gosh!
It wasn't like an
you smiled the whole time that you watched
it. I was like, it wasn't like an empowering episode. It was like an inspiriting episode. Like she just made you feel like,
like you're so intrigued. Like you can't draw away.
Yeah, like
exactly.
I just want to be one with nature.
Now her message at the end was spectacular.
Oh, I
spectacular.
know. It was. Joanne saying, "Now you know how I feel, Joe Baker, and I'm enjoying watching you suffer."
Yeah. Except I don't call you out, Joanne, whenever I'm in trouble.
Millions of people in front of millions of people right now.
Right, exactly.
Sandy, I won't lie for that. So Sandy is not just a glue for the show, but she is the heavy drinker also. She drinks enough for all of us.
She definitely does.
And then some.
She's my spirit animal. I said it.
Yeah, you definitely need to hang out with her. I think you would.
Yes, for sure.
Renee, what are we?
Why are they these negative comments?
What's up with us?
See, and I was worried that I was going to make the show, start sinking.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know that you can't say that, though, yet.
Yeah, the show's not over there, Gabby.
A little premature.
Mm-hmm. Watch out.
I have confidence right now.
Let me tell you, so this is my comment, Linda Chic Arthur. The after show was amazing. I still say we need more of them. Now, what's crazy about this was the after show from the past Friday, not this last one. So, but this last after show lasted forever.
Oh my gosh!
It was like at least 2 hours. Y'all were for 2 hours.
Sandy, Gabby, and we even had time to bring on another guest. We brought DJ sound effects on late in.
Yes,
and he dropped some beats for us.
If you're not part of the fans group and watching the after show, you are missing out. Also, I had to leave early because I can't stay on that long. These jerkies just kept going, and I was like,
"You should have seen how he left, though."
And they were also being so rude to me. It hurt my feelings. Just hurt my feelings. Just going there.
Y'all, we were on so late. Okay, so the after show though, Mom was in my room hanging out, right? Well, she ended up getting stuck in here till the after show was done because she didn't want to mess up my background. So she fell asleep on the bed till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow,
that's
awesome.
That's a trooper.
You need to tell her the after show doesn't matter. We don't care. It's like there's no big deal about the after show. So this was Carrie Pat Jackson.
She didn't know that.
Fear is a liar. It is not a gift of the spirit. This takes so long to learn. That was
well said.
What episode was that from?
It was also from our.
Was it from the?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the Mermaid.
Yeah, it was from the Mermaid.
Yep, AJ.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah. Wait, who did you say, Brian?
No, this one wasn't from AJ.
But
it's just 5 days ago.
You're right. No, it was from the guy that wrote the book. The guy that's writing the book.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
5 days
Yeah.
from
No,
today.
I remember this is from Brian because when I was watching it, whenever Carrie commented this, it hit me because I always tell myself that feelings aren't facts.
Right.
Because when I was reading this, that's what it made me
feelings
think
aren't
of.
facts.
Feelings aren't facts.
Yes, feelings aren't facts. Because like I would always tell myself like, oh, I feel like I'm not enough. Oh, I feel like I'm not pretty. Oh, I feel like, and I always had to tell myself feelings are not facts. So just because I feel a certain way about myself, or I think other people feel a certain way about me, that doesn't mean they're right.
So
That's why
Gabs,
this comment hit me.
I have to
she's
disagree
dropping
with you.
some deep stuff.
I'll disagree with you, but I won't say that you're wrong either.
Yeah. You can disagree. It doesn't mean her statement's wrong.
We can agree to disagree.
Linda Chic Arthur. The only thing that will keep Joe from the countdown is duct tape placed in certain areas. I'm not sure what the certain areas
funny.
means, but
What are you talking about there, Linda? I mean, does it go on his shoulder and it keeps him quiet?
I'm going to keep doing it. All right, I'm going to let you know whether we
It
have
is one of the
music or
most
not.
annoying things on our show, is that countdown.
See, and I don't know how long you
Oh
know
my
me, and my
gosh,
job is
drives
to
me
be
nuts.
annoying. I am the guy that does
You're
that.
only doing your part, Joe.
I'm only doing my part. So this is Gabs.
Come on,
Yes.
Gabs.
I loved this comment. I don't know. I thought
You
a
had-
Bruja was a beer. I laughed so hard at this because in my head when y'all kept saying Bruja, I was like brujeria, brujeria.
Yeah.
Like that's what y'all were meaning. And when I saw this, I died. I'm sorry. I couldn't hold it in. Oh man, I was like, that's my Mexican coming out.
The producer's saying that she liked your comment, Gab, and you should make a T-shirt with that motto.
Yeah.
You can talk to Carrie; she'll help you with that. She can make that happen.
Feelings are not facts.
Oh, for sure. Because Carrie, this is my comment that I liked. And I'm gonna need to talk to her about a T-shirt too. Jaime, I sent you a pic of the spank belt my dad used. Haha. My sister decided to gift it to me after he passed. Me and the belt were good friends. Love this. I love this so much because my brother, my mom, I can honestly say my mom has never had to like beat us because all she had to do was look at us, y'all. She's got these eyes. Joe Baker, you see my mom. She's got these eyes that they just pop out of her head, and you know,
scares
like,
me.
you better stop whatever you're doing.
Me.
Yes,
it scares me.
Exactly. It's scary. Well, when my brother was little, literally, exactly. When my brother was little, she had a paddle that she would keep in her purse. Never used it on him. Never used it on me. Like she would pretend to use it on me to like put some fear in his like little heart. But she would just have to like have it in her purse, and she'll just like barely pull it out. And he sees that paddle, he would stop. So when I saw this comment, I was like, I'm gonna need to frame that paddle and hang it in his room or something.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Yep. You scare me sometimes.
Oh, you're in trouble with Momager.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You gotta read it, Gabs.
This one was mine too. I love the energy AJ has in sharing her personalities and how great to teach the possibilities of imagination and believing. Love it. I love that. Literally just watching AJ the whole time. Yes, I could not stop smiling.
Yeah. AJ has that effect on people. It's crazy.
Your imagination.
Yeah, and I almost
just
I actually paid
energy
attention the whole show. That's crazy. I don't.
Yeah, my cheeks were hurting that night. I was like, good lord, that woman was amazing.
The end. We made it through, y'all. Technical difficulties and everything.
Good
Let me
job.
tell you.
That's okay.
It was good. It was good. Gabs, you
We
did
got to
really
the
good
end
on
point.
comments of the week. That was awesome.
I know. It's like someone picked those out for you or something.
Right. Exactly.
I really think you know.
No, she
believe
sent
you.
it
I
to
believe
me,
you.
and I put them on there, so it was pretty cool. But Gabs, you were given some homework for this weekend. So what did you do?
So I binge watched Tiger King.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
I did.
So give us your quick review of it.
Basically, moral of the story: Carol Baskin is Karen. She is a Karen. That's the moral of the story.
Is she though?
Oh
I
my
feel like she has her own title, right? Like she has her own
Yeah.
something that
She's
she
a
needs
Karen
to.
2.0.
Yeah,
So,
something like that. Yeah, yeah.
It was you couldn't stop, right? Once you actually got into it, you couldn't stop, right?
I couldn't, honestly. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, not gonna lie, it kind of made me want like to get a little baby tiger, but then it kind of defeats the purpose of watching it. But it's okay.
I will not. I will not subject myself to that.
Oh, and let's see here. Did you see what Sandy said? Woohoo!
She's happy.
She is very happy.
Homework, Sandy.
So,
Yes.
yes, with sardine oil and everything.
Exactly. All over his shoes and everywhere. That's where it started.
Oh gosh.
That's where it started. She was doing a test. You think she was doing a test at that point, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, what else did you do this weekend?
I went to go get my toes done. You know,
That's important. That's important.
I'm gonna be honest. Usually, some people are like, "Oh yeah, self-care. Let's go get pedicures." You can ask mom. You can ask me. I dread getting pedicure.
Why? Because they're rough looking.
Well, okay. I'm gonna be honest, Hyman. So on one of my feet, I was playing soccer, right, barefoot. So you can only imagine how that came out on my big toe. And on the other foot, I was playing soccer with a coffee table. So you can only imagine how that.
Ow!
Yeah.
You didn't win that
Do you
one.
and the coffee table get along today?
Mm.
No, we never
Yeah.
do.
It reminds me of Andrew. Remember when Andrew said he had attitude with his bed because it hit his toe too?
Right? Yeah, he was angry. He was angry at his bed for weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can feel that.
There sometimes, yeah. But no, me and pedicures don't get along, and I think it's more of the fact that like it's mainly I know that. Oh yeah, and
Your mom is like throwing you
Yeah.
under the bus like crazy,
You know,
and she's like
Mom,
right there.
If you want to throw some baby pictures over here tomorrow, we'll be happy to air
We
those
would be
too,
happy to put those up for
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So y'all don't want to see this butterball. Whenever she was a baby, I was literally a butterball.
A butterball. I'm
Plain.
not sure what that means, but okay. You were turkey? Is that butterball turkey?
I don't know why that was funny.
Mom, knowing mom, I'll send you pictures, and you'll see.
Okay. Okay. Oh, mom's on it. Mom is on it.
Sweet. Stay
You
tuned tomorrow
know.
for the baby pictures for Gabby of Gabby.
Right, exactly. Feel free to check it out. So, Gabs, you are like, you're pausing here. So, do you have, make sure that you close down some browsers? Yeah, I think you're good now.
Oh, she paused.
Yeah. So, Mr. Pineapples, you have some pictures to show us, don't you, from your
I
weekend?
do. Yeah. I had some fun this weekend, guys. Make sure that this pops up right because we like technical difficulties in the show.
On Mondays, especially.
So, you see what that is, right?
That's a Blackstone.
Check this out, guys. My wife told me Saturday, I have something planned tonight, a surprise for you and the girls at 6:30. Can you have the Blackstone set up? And I was like, this was Saturday morning-ish. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. I guess I can. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. So I was like, sure. And I was like, I had a book discussion that I had to lead that morning, and then we was done. And I was still a little bit tired because I woke up so early. And so I'm checking out, I'm like, one last time just to see if they have the Blackstone with the hardcover available in my area, because I have been wanting this since Carrie Jackson told me about it, and I wanted it. So then I checked Lubbock, and of course they have it. And I checked here in Illinois, and look right there, Morton. So I have a Morton, Illinois up here as well.
Oh,
and I was
nice.
like, wait a minute, they have one and there's only 4 left. So then I text Dr. Pineapples and I say, babe, taking the girls, we're going to Morton. Be back in later. We'll have this thing set up. So I went ahead and went out.
Trip.
Exactly. So there's Wally right there.
Gotta
And
love Wally.
there's my old one. And I was like, I'm going to love you. But I was like, let's not trade this in yet until I verified that they had the one that I wanted. for $2.97 there at Walmart that had the hardcover, and so I was like, sweet. So I went ahead
I
and
like how he's
got
pointing
that.
at it's right there.
Yeah. So I went ahead and got that. I got it home. I started taking it apart and getting it all ready. While I'm building it, I'm not finished. And 6:30 comes, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So my wife comes out, and it starts raining too. And it's like, I don't even know if we're gonna do this. I was like, babe, like, and not just a little rain, like pouring down rain. And so then we at 6:30, about 6 people showed up to my house. And was like, what's going on? And she goes, it's a surprise. And I was like, okay. And these 6 people, they end up doing this like front yard monologues. Each of them has a story to tell based on events of the world. But just personal things. Like there was a woman who was talking about her daughter not going to her boyfriend's house. There was a mother who wanted to make up with her daughter. I mean, these were just stories. And I was like, man. So there was a play going on in our front yard for us. My wife had gotten me an early birthday gift because they weren't going to be doing this yet today or yesterday. Sunday was their last day, and she had wanted them to come out on my birthday to do this. And we were just sitting out there. It didn't take probably 10, 15 minutes. It was fantastic, though, and it was so emotional. Some of the stories were like, there was one guy who was like, I'm just bringing your UPS box. They delivered it to my house. Sorry. Yeah, I really wish. Oh, and see, there they are right there.
Wow.
Look.
It was really cool, guys, and they did a fantastic job.
In the rain. In the
Yeah,
rain.
yeah. They were soldiers, man, and it was absolutely
awesome.
amazing. I want to get them on the show if I can. And so then they left, and I was like, okay, going back, got to get this thing put together. This thing was okay to put together, but that black stone, the actual piece that you put on top, good Lord, was that thing heavy.
It's heavy, huh?
I mean, like
I
super
bet,
heavy.
yeah.
You can see it back there. It's that 36, where that 36 sticker's on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the actual piece that goes on top of the
That's the griddle.
yeah, the actual griddle part. And man, this thing is so cool. So when you put it together and get it all ready, you got to turn the heat on, and it literally starts turning black all over. As long as you're seasoning it right. I was messaging Sandy and Carrie and their husbands. I was like, can you tell me how this is supposed to work? And da-da-da. You know, they were helping me out throughout the way. And then but that thing starts turning black, and I'm like, man, this is so weird, because you're used to seeing a pan, you know, when it goes black, you're like, oh, that's not a good thing. But this thing is supposed to turn that way, and I'm like,
right.
oh, black stone.
Yeah, it's got a
That's
season.
why.
It's got a season.
Yeah.
It makes
And
sense
so
now.
it did. But we put that thing. I put that thing together and got it set up. I didn't realize I take so many pictures of me doing this, guys.
It's like, how many are you gonna do with this?
I
Showing
only
the peace
shared
sign.
one.
It's okay. You're excited. It's fine.
I mean, it was excited. Don't get me wrong. I was like, technically I started putting this thing together. So you see how dark it is now. I started putting this thing together at 7 o'clock.
It's because you were taking so many pictures of yourself. You weren't even.
For real, it would have been half the time,
for the
but
show.
we had all the pictures.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is. And let me see if I can just zoom past this. So there we go.
Wow.
And then this is, it looks so cool, guys. It was so neat. So then Sunday came around. I got to go out there, and did y'all realize it was Jason Statham's birthday?
I love how we're like Blackstone, Blackstone, Blackstone. Oh, hey.
Except that wasn't Jason Statham either.
So yesterday I took it out. I got the bad boy out, and I was like, all right, let's get started. Man, this thing was beautiful, guys. This thing was just freaking gorgeous.
That looks awesome.
That's awesome.
I like how it's on wheels and everything.
Yeah.
Does the tank fit on wheels too? Like, oh no.
So it suspends.
Oh, it's suspended. Even better.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And did you see on the left? You see how there's a magnetic strip right there that can put all the tools on.
Yeah.
How did
for
that
everything.
paper
That's
taste?
Awesome.
Oh, I'll tell you later. So I don't know. I don't know if you could tell. So you can see how it's turning black right there, right? You can see the original color in the backdrop right there.
Yeah.
And so there, it just keeps going. So I threw some salmon and some shrimp.
You mean
We made
salmon?
some hot dogs off that bad boy.
All right,
Some
Joe. So
sausage,
when we're
some
planning
filet
this
mignon.
road trip to go see Jaime?
Right.
And
Exactly.
That filet mignon right there came out perfect, medium rare.
My
maybe
filet
even
mignon.
rare.
Filet mignon, please.
I don't know that you can tell real
Wow.
good there, but that is a bloody good steak.
Hey, you need to focus. You're focused on the
Wow.
knife there. Come
Dude,
on now. I've taught you better than this. You're
you
focused
know,
on the knife in the back.
well, so when you're outside with your phone, it's hard to kind of focus on stuff, and I wasn't sure, and my eyes
He
aren't
was
that good, guys.
excited,
So
Joe. He was
Touch the
excited.
screen. Touch this. Oh, look. Whoa.
yeah,
She's in charge right there.
yeah, she is. That's my oldest.
Look at that face right there.
And there's so that's my
Aw.
guys. This is my slice of heaven every
Right.
weekend that I try to make. So, y'all remember when we were talking with who was it who was telling us? You got to take some time to cut the internet and all that stuff, and just get outside or just be a family and hang out together and whatnot. And so
Mhm.
I've religiously been doing that a couple of weeks before he came on the show to tell us. And so I love when I can do this and get my family out there and we just enjoy just hanging out and stuff. So, yep. That was my
That is
weekend, guys.
Quite
That's
impressive.
exciting.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a really busy weekend for me, and that was a lot of fun. My wife being encouraging, trying to get a play in the front yard. Who does that, right? Like, it was really cool. Anyway,
Wow.
it was a busy weekend. I feel like there was something else I'm missing, but not as that was it. But
I think
That
that
is
was your big part of your weekend right there.
it was.
That
I
was
was so
awesome,
Sounds like
excited,
it.
guys. And I didn't get
That's
to
so
text
cool.
y'all. I wanted to tell y'all, but so Sandy already knew, and I knew since she wasn't going to be here, I was like, I'll talk to Sandy and Carrie, and I was like, and even Eric, I was like, guys, this thing is freaking awesome, like way better than awesome. I was like,
Man, I'm like right there, and I'm like, I want to get one. Do I want to get one? I don't need one. Do I want to get one? I want to get one, but I don't need one. And I'm just going back and
Man.
forth, and I'm just
You
like,
you gotta
Dude.
get one, Joe. You
and then
gotta
I'm just
get
like,
one.
then I have to cook, and I'm like,
I love it though. Yeah. That salmon was like, it looked burnt on the outside, but when we cut into it, it's like, holy jeez, like it was spilling juice out. When it was good, it was like all that moisture was stuck in there.
Oh.
The same for the steaks, like it looked burnt on the outside, but when you cut, perfect medium, and then the filet mignon was perfect rare, medium rare. I was
that's
just like,
awesome. You're gonna be rolling that out
gosh.
all the time, aren't you?
yeah. So I'm
Or
planning on
Jaime
making
sounded
some.
like an infomercial here.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. Sponsored
You-
by.
I have been wanting one since Sandy and the
Wait.
assistant were showing it, and I was like, "Can I get one?" And so I got one few weeks ago, and my mother-in-law gave it to me for an early birthday present.
That's so
And I
awesome.
was like, "Man,
I need to ask somebody to give me one for my birthday next year.
you're right,
but
Linda.
now.
Medium rare,
Are
yeah."
you throwing hints out there?
Yeah, throwing those hints.
Producer,
Mm-hmm.
kid, big kid, monster kid.
Yep. She said, "I'm going to have to get one for Rudy. We have a griddle, but nothing like this." And oh yeah,
Oh,
this
Joanne,
is
it's awesome.
more than just a griddle.
And if you want, Joanne, like if Rudy likes to like kick it up a notch, they have some where they have burners on the side. They have them where they have air fryers underneath the stinking griddle. Air fryers. And then there's one that has a fryer on the side too. So I think he'd love it.
We need to get
Probably.
Dad one of those.
Maybe Jaime doesn't have the same iPhone you have for pictures. That's probably right. Since this picture was taken with an iPhone, Gabs.
It was. I mean, I think maybe your iPhone was just on a tripod and Jaime's wasn't.
Thank you, Gabs. Yeah.
Whatever.
What she said.
Whatever.
Yes, I got you.
Okay. Well, man, time flies when we're having fun. We don't need to
Sure
hear about
does.
my weekend. It was
Okay.
boring. So. But wait,
Oh, we didn't
there's
talk
more.
about you, huh?
That's okay. It's all good. I had photo shoots and took some naps, so we're good.
That's
Okay.
it.
So the usual.
The
The
usual. The usual.
usual.
You had nothing that was outstanding this weekend.
Nothing really
believe
that
you.
was outstanding.
You
Let me
were
think.
up at 3:00 in the morning getting Whataburger. So
That was yesterday because I had photo shoots and then I took a nap before I started editing, and so that forces me to stay up later when I shouldn't do that. So, but that's about it.
but that's about it.
That's about it.
Wait.
That's why I was late this morning.
And you said
So-
I gotta have something interesting, Joe. I did my homework.
Well, I
You sure
know
did.
you
Good for
did.
you,
That
girl.
was awesome. I knew you
Good
guys.
for you.
Gabs, C+ work right here.
I forgot. My bad. My bad.
That's all right. That's all
C+
right.
work, 2% effort. I am all about those. I'm all about those. So, Jamie, who do we have on the show this week?
So guys, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we got some really cool people this week. I'm really excited to introduce to y'all some of these people. On tomorrow, we've got a couple of brothers coming in called am I pronouncing it right? Hamill Brothers, Joe?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Okay, yeah.
I believe so.
So Jacob and Ross are going to be coming in. These guys are a couple of I want to say videographers, but I don't know if that's the right term.
I would say production company because
Production
their
company.
stuff is like hardcore.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
the
like,
whole thing. It's not just
Everything.
photography, video. It's like
Yeah,
we
they
got
do a little
the
of
whole
everything,
production, photography. I mean, everything. So
yeah.
I'm interested to get these guys in here and talk about how they run their company, how they created it, and where they're going. So come
Right.
hang out with us tomorrow to find that out. Wednesday, you remember back a while, Dr. Pineapple said she wanted an art therapist on the show. So we found us an art therapist here in Illinois, and her name is Carly
cool.
Johnson. So she's coming on Wednesday night to just give us a rundown on what art therapy is. I got to be honest, I have an idea what it is, but I don't know if that's actually what it is. So
Yeah. We'll find out. We'll figure it out.
And Thursday, I hate to tell y'all, I am probably going to
He's gonna fangirl the whole
over
time.
this guy. I'm not even going to lie. I'm sorry.
So we're gonna have a guest host on Thursday, but
on Wednesday
probably
and Thursday and Friday, Carrie's going to be here with us. Carrie,
So we probably won't even be talking, Carrie. Just to forewarn you, we'll talk about our day, and he'll be like, "Okay, that's enough. Let's go ahead and talk about snakes."
Everyone quiet down, please.
his name is Eric McCormick, and he's a herp photographer. So if you want to know what that is, check out the promo. Check out what herp means. Herpetology. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Go check that out. But I'm really, really excited to have this guy come on. I can't wait to talk with him. And then Friday, guys, we will let you know our new theme for August. We're bringing back a fun one. Joe likes it. He loves this one. So Fridays are going to come back with Freaky Fridays, but not just any regular Freaky Friday. Sandy is going to be coming back with, or she inspired us to do Freaky Friday True Crime Edition. And so,
Yes.
Let me tell you how much fun I'm gonna have on that one.
Hey, Joe, I can take your spot for that one.
Oh, man, how crazy is that?
Joe might call in that night.
I might have to call an audible on that one, y'all.
So everyone, come hang out with us this week. I hope if just share with everyone you want to watch. Come watch it all. Come hang out with us and share everything else. But otherwise, you guys have a great night. And as usual,
remember to wash your hands
for at least 20 seconds.
You filthy animals.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night, everyone. Man, Gabs, you did that so well. You followed the cue and everything.
Practicing.
That was pretty crazy.
You think Sandy's proud of that one?
Right, exactly. At least she didn't exit like somebody we know. Just
that was so tickle for me every time. Sandy was like, "All right, I'll see you over there." Click. Bye.
Yeah, she was gone. She was gone.